Good afternoon, everybody. Once again, is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you under the influence of sleep? Are you in the mode of listening, understanding? Are you in the mood and mode of listening and understanding? Yes or no? Hello. Have you got my third question? Saqib Amin. Hello. Okay. So currently there are total 29 students. Still some students are joining. We will have a brief review of whatever we have studied in our last lecture. So who will brief where we were? Already the screen is there to help you. Just go ahead. Roll number 4, Monali. Can you hear me? Your voice is getting broken. Well, there is roll number 21, Rohan Chaugule.
Yes, sir.
So will you brief what we have studied in last lecture? Had you attended our last lecture?
No, sir.
Okay. So didn't you see our video, which is there in our faculty diary? That link is there, Rohan.
No, sir.
So it's wrong, no? We can understand that you were not able to attend the lecture, but afterwards you could go through that teaching diary, open that link, see whatever was word. Yes or no? Rohan?
Yes, sir. आज बघतो सगळं.
हाँ ठीक है. Roll number 74, Pranav. Am I audible to you? Okay. Anyone else? Roll number 22, Onkar Devkar. Can you hear me, Onkar? Gadge Pradeep, roll number 24. Then 33, Vikram Jagtap.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember what we have studied in last lecture?
Yes, sir. He presentation. What is presentation?
Correct. We have seen what a presentation is. मग त्याच्यातून काय समजलं तुम्हाला सांगा बघू? In single line, how will you define a presentation? Go ahead.
Person present topic or issue
Correct.
to the audience.
Very good. And which are the different forms of presentation? कोणते कोणते फॉर्म्स आहेत प्रेझेंटेशनचे? For example, I will tell you one demonstration, right? Further, What is it going on right now? Kadge, what is going
sir.
on right now? सध्या काय सुरू आहे आपलं?
Conversation.
हा? काय सुरू आहे? लेक्चर सुरू आहे की नाही?
Yes, sir.
हा, मग लेक्चर हा काय आहे? प्रेझेंटेशनचा एक फॉर्म आहे की नाही?
हाँ सर.
हा आहे. पहिलं एक सांगितलं डेमॉन्स्ट्रेशन, दुसरं लेक्चर, देन थर्ड वन which is the third form of a presentation. It's very simple.
Introduction.
Speech.
Correct. Speech. Introduction to any new concept, right? Very good. So after discussion of what a presentation is and which the forms of a presentation are, we had moved towards different purposes of presentations. Do you remember those purposes? The need, necessity, or importance of presentation. There we had seen one list of some 4 to 5 verbs, action denoting main verbs. Do you remember? कोणते कोणते verbs आपण बघितले होते?
आठवण आहे तो.
हाँ, go ahead. जब हम प्रेजेंटेशन के इम्पोर्टेंस की बात कर रहे थे तब हमने कुछ वर्ब्स देखे हैं, एक्शन डिनोटिंग मेन वर्ब्स देखे हैं. तो वो वर्ब्स कौन से हैं? कौन से वर्ब्स हमने देखे थे? It is there on the screen itself. Just you need to have that vision. Concentrate in the middle of your screen. You will find those verbs. गाडगे दिसतेत? इन्क्लूड हा शब्द दिसतोय कुठं? After include there is colon, and after colon you will find the list of those verbs.
To motivate, to inform, to persuade, to
हाँ,
advertise, or
correct. Rutuja, please repeat once again because your voice was breaking.
to motivate, to inform, to persuade, to advertise, or to build a rapport with the audience.
Correct, very good. And after discussion of those verbs, we had moved towards the importance, actual importance with reference to these 5 points, starting with, see, the first one is to inform the audience, clients or consumers. Then we had moved towards the second purpose, that is to motivate the co-workers or colleagues, right? After that, we had seen to advertise the products and services as the third purpose or third point of importance of presentation. After that, we had seen the fourth point, that is to give trainings about technical matters. Okay, presentation is the way to give technical trainings to the employees, to the colleagues, or whoever in need of such training. Okay, and after that, as the last purpose, we had seen that to solve problems and make decisions is the way, or presentation is the way to solve the problems and make decisions. So are you clear up to here? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And after that, we need to start, or the actual point of discussion during our current lecture is the process, or you can see the highlighted part on the screen, the process of making a business presentation or steps in the process of presentation. So In our first lecture itself, while we were getting introduced with our syllabus, that time we have seen, or I had given you some examples. I had told you that tomorrow you are going to deliver one presentation for the students of first standard, and in another situation you were told that you are going to deliver a presentation for the governing body or management of your organization, right? So what will be your first question? Do you remember that talk? हमने जो डिस्कस किया था प्रेजेंटेशन के बारे में हमारे पहले लेक्चर में, डू यू रिमेंबर इट? यस और नो? Say something, either yes or no.
Yes, sir.
हाँ. So what will be your first question if I tell you that tomorrow you are going to deliver a presentation? Tell me, what will be your first question to me? अगर मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि कल आपको किसी के लिए प्रेजेंटेशन देना है या आपको एक प्रेजेंटेशन डिलीवर करना है, तो आपका पहला सवाल कौन सा होगा मेरे लिए?
टॉपिक सर, टॉपिक डिसाइड करने।
करेक्ट, वेरी गुड। आप मुझे पूछोगे कि उस प्रेजेंटेशन का टॉपिक कौन सा है, किस विषय पर मैं प्रेजेंटेशन देने वाला हूँ या देने वाली हूँ, राइट? सो हियर वी कैन सी द फर्स्ट स्टेप, that deciding the context. I'll highlight it so that you'll understand. Deciding the context of presentation or selecting the topic or issue is the first step in the process of presentation. Yes or no? We have called presentation to be a process in which there are certain steps or stages, or there is gradual development in the process of presentation. And in that, as Saqib has recently told, deciding the topic or deciding the context is the first step. Why is it necessary? Because it will give you proper direction for the presentation. आपके प्रेजेंटेशन को एक दिशा मिल जाएगी, एक कॉन्टेक्स्ट मिल जाएगा, एक टॉपिक मिल जाएगा, आपको समझ में आएगा किस विषय पर आप बात करने वाले हो, किसके साथ? ऑडियंस के साथ। इज दैट क्लियर? Yes or no? Say either yes or no.
Yes.
हाँ. So how should we select that topic? Now tell me, what can be the greatest parameter, the biggest parameter for deciding the topic? Can you judge? Can you guess? Or should I select any topic of my choice? What can be done? Suppose you are the presenter. My question to you is that how will you select the topic? समझो आप प्रेजेंटेशन देने वाले हो कल या परसों, तो उस विषय का सिलेक्शन आप कैसे करोगे? कौन सा पैरामीटर लगाओगे उस सिलेक्शन के लिए, उस टॉपिक चूज कर वो टॉपिक चूज करने के लिए? बताओ। Is it my choice? Or it will be as per the need, as per the expectations of the audience? Tell me. सांगितलं की उत्तर सांगितलंय मी. Just you have to repeat it.
As per the audience.
Correct. As per the requirement, as per the need of the audience, you will have to select the topic. Otherwise, the audience will not get interested in what you are telling.
Yeah.
Right? It's simple logic. Okay, we'll go line by line. Here, someone can take the opportunity to read the lines under first point, first step in the process of presentation. We'll read. Reselect it once again properly. Go ahead. Or I'll take name. Okay. Don't bother taking names. There is roll number 41, Megha. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead and read.
It is a need of successful presentation that the speaker must know the context issues of presentation. Usually, the audience is in need of some information, ideas, and solution of the problems they face. In such circumstance, the thoughtfully designed presentation will be relevant and the audience will be certainly feel satisfied.
Very good. Correct. Okay. It is the need. Now concentrate once again on the lines. It is the need of successful presentation that the speaker must know the context or issue of presentation. Usually, the audience is in need of some information. हमेशा ऐसा होता है कि ऑडियंस को कुछ और किसी विषय के बारे में कुछ तो इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए होती है. Yes or no? Ideas और solutions to their problems. और वो जो समस्या उनका सामना वो कर रहे हैं, उन समस्याओं के solutions उन्हें चाहिए होते हैं. Are you getting or not? After that, in such circumstances means situations, the thoughtfully designed presentation will be relevant and the audience will certainly feel satisfied. तो हमें क्या करना है, हमारा जो प्रेजेंटेशन है वो थॉटफुली डिजाइन करना है ताकि audience will feel relevant and satisfied. I think there is nothing difficult to understand in it. Then the second stage, which you can see here, is knowing the audience. आपका अगला सवाल मेरे लिए होगा कि हम किनके लिए प्रेजेंटेशन देने वाले हैं. वो लोग कौन से हैं जो हमारा प्रेजेंटेशन सुनेंगे, राइट? Why is it necessary? Again, it is necessary to decide the level of your seriousness, to decide the level of your preparation, to decide the level of your perfection. Do you agree with me? जैसा कि कुछ समय पहले हमने बात की कि आप फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड के स्टूडेंट्स के लिए प्रेजेंटेशन देने वाले हो. Will not be serious, you will not prepare more. But on the other hand, if the same presentation is for some higher authorities, some people working at senior level in that organizational structure, then you will have a different mentality to go ahead for the presentation. So in what sense do we collect that information? In what sense do we know that audience is important to be understood? So we need to understand the age, basically. What is the age of that audience? What are the qualifications? What is the educational background? What is the maturity level? What is the vocabulary level? What is the authority level? Yes or no? Or at what position are they working? We need to know all these things. And beyond that, their needs matter a lot. Beyond that, the demand of time matters a lot. Okay? So we will go line by line. Before that, I will request someone to go ahead and read. Go ahead, please, someone. Sakib, will you? Roll number 72.
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
Yes, sir.
See the highlighted part on the screen and read it.
The speaker presenter should know the basic understanding, knowledge, maturity level, understanding level, age, and qualifications, etc. of the audience. In other words, the speaker should put himself herself in the shoes of the audience. On the basis of the collected information, the speaker can judge possible expectations of the audience and can bring suitable change in the presentation.
Okay. Did you understand these lines? Sakib?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So I hope there is nothing difficult to understand in these lines. Let's go ahead for the next step in the process of presentation. You can see here. Deciding the objectives or goals of the presentation. See, while discussing the scheme of our syllabus, we have studied subject objectives. And parallelly, we have seen subject outcomes. Do you remember? The way in which our subject has certain objectives, the way in which our syllabus has been set with certain purposes, in the same way, we need to decide the objectives, the purposes of our presentation, and that too in advance. Okay, what all the audience is going to get after your presentation, that calculation matters a lot. Presentation. Okay, आपके प्रेजेंटेशन के बाद ऑडियंस को क्या मिलेगा, कौन सी जानकारी मिलेगी, कौन सी इंफॉर्मेशन उनके साथ होगी, उनके बिहेवियर में कौन सा चेंज आया होगा. Are you getting or not? So that calculation matters a lot in presentation. That's why we have to decide the objectives, and that number of objectives should be 1 or 2. If your objectives are more, then the information required for your presentation will be more, and there are possibilities of digression or deviation from the main stream of your thought. Are you clear? That's why you need to select either 1 or 2 objectives. It will help you to be focused on those 1 or 2 points. Are you clear? Or again, you can find that professional presentations are usually time bound. There is limitation of time. So to cover all the points within the stipulated time, you need to have a limited number of objectives. Am I acceptable? Am I understandable? Say yes or no. अब अगर आपके प्रेजेंटेशन के उद्देश्य ज़्यादा होते हैं, अनलिमिटेड होते हैं, तो हो सकता है कि विद इन द टाइम आप सभी पॉइंट्स को टच नहीं कर सकोगे. आर यू गेटिंग और नॉट? दैट्स व्हाई वी हैव टू कीप द नंबर लेस, द नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव्स लेस. सो विल रीड Samruddhi Sakre, go ahead.
After selection of the topic, the presenter should decide the objective or the goal of the presentation. The objective should specify what the audience will get or learn after the presentation. The number of objectives should be limited to 1 or 2. If we have more objectives, there are chances of digressions from the main issues. Digressions from the main issue. The objectives should be in the clear terms and free from ambiguities.
Ambiguities. Ambiguities. Do you know the meaning of ambiguities? Anyone? Ambiguities means simply complexities. Complexities means difficulties.
अस्पष्टता.
Correct. Aspashtata or areas of confusions. Clear? लक्षात घ्या. तर आपण बघूयात लाईन बाय लाईन. सी, आफ्टर सिलेक्शन ऑफ द टॉपिक सिलेक्ट करने के बाद द प्रेजेंटर शुड डिसाइड द ऑब्जेक्टिव और गोल्स ऑफ द प्रेजेंटेशन. उस प्रेजेंटर को क्या करना चाहिए? He has to or she has to select the objectives or goals. The objective should specify what the audience will get or learn after the presentation. आपके प्रेजेंटेशन के बाद ऑडियंस को क्या सीखने को मिलेगा, कौन सी बात उनके समझ में आएगी, कौन सी बातें उनके समझ में आ जाएगी, ये कैलकुलेशन जरूरी है. देन द नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव शुड बी लिमिटेड टू 1 और 2. एक या दो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स होने चाहिए. इफ वी हैव मोर ऑब्जेक्टिव्स देर आर चांसेस ऑफ डाइग्रेशंस. डाइग्रेशंस मीन्स गोइंग आउट ऑफ ट्रैक. विषय को छोड़ के अदर थिंग्स पर, दूसरी बातों पर डिस्कशन हो जाने की संभावना होती है. राइट. फ्रॉम द मेन इशू द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स शुड बी इन क्लियर टर्म्स. See, the objectives must be in clear terms. There should not be uncertainties in the mind of that speaker and free from ambiguities. So there should not be complexities. There should not be difficulties in understanding our objectives. It means that simply the clarity of thought on the part of that sender or on the part of that speaker is required. Okay, or simply the notions of the speaker should be clear, what all he is going to convey during, through that presentation or during that presentation. Okay, I hope you have understood this third step in the process of presentation. Let's move ahead for the fourth step, which is very crucial, very important. Right? What is it? Who will read? We'll read the title in bold. There is roll number 40, Vaishnavi.
Data collection and designing the structure of the presentation.
Correct. So data collection, is it required? जरूरी है प्रेजेंटर के लिए? Obviously.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So go ahead, Vaishnavi. Keep on reading. We'll discuss after your reading.
After finalization of the objectives of our presentation, we should decide the quantity of information that we as the presenters are supposed to transfer within the stipulated time. The time management is most crucial. The structuring of the presentation should be done by keeping in mind the previous understanding of the audience. Otherwise, there are chances of negative reflection among the audience. The words and sentences we select should contribute for the development of central idea of our presentation.
Good.
To make our presentation more effective, we should follow following guidelines.
Very good. So ठीक है, चलो हम सिंगल लाइन के बारे में डिस्कशन करेंगे. पहली लाइन है आफ्टर फाइनलाइजेशन ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स और after finalization of the objectives of our presentation, we should decide the quantity of information. मतलब कितनी जानकारी हम ऑडियन्स को देने वाले हैं, किती माहिती आपण त्यांना देणार आहोत. That we as the presenters are supposed to transfer within the stipulated time. मतलब जो भी available time है, maybe 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, maybe half an hour or maybe 1 hour. Within that stipulated time, हमें कितनी जानकारी उनके लिए देनी है, ये डिसीजन लेने के बाद और अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट हमें डेटा कलेक्शन करना जरूरी है. एंड द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट पैरामीटर फॉर डेटा कलेक्शन इज relevance. Are you getting or not? Many times it happens that students or whoever is going to deliver that presentation goes to Google, visits Google and collects some information, copies that information as it is and pastes in that presentation, in that PPT slide. Is it acceptable activity? Is it acceptable action? अगर कोई गूगल से कुछ जानकारी हासिल करता है और जैसी है वैसे ही उस स्लाइड में कॉपी कर पेस्ट करता है, ठीक है, will you accept this action? Is it acceptable action? Tell me.
No.
No, correct. Why not? Whose responsibility is it to check the validity of that information, to check if that information is appropriate to the subject or not? Are you getting or not? Whose decision is it? It is the responsibility of you as the speaker, as the deliverer of that information, as the presenter, to check if the selected information is relevant to that specific topic or not. If it is not relevant, just remove it. Don't add it. Are you getting or not? Again, try to collect the evidences, try to collect the references, try to add some visuals like some charts, some maps, some pictures, some colors for the better understanding of that audience, right? Okay, so we'll go line by line, then you will understand. Then come to the next line. I think you're aware of my cursor, it is visible to you. The time management is most crucial. See, in presentation, the management of time is very important, very crucial. The structuring of the presentation should be done by keeping in mind the previous understanding of the audience. This is again important. नहीं तो हो सकता है कि audience will lost their interest in your presentation. They will not feel that they are getting something new from your presentation, from your talk. That's why whatever the common information is, don't touch it. Don't speak anything on that common information. Go directly to your topic. Go directly, touch directly the things which are related to that topic. Try to understand. Suppose I will tell you one example. Now people are behind taking that vaccination or doing that vaccination for COVID, right? Yes or no? It is their need. And suppose you are asked to deliver one presentation for those people, explaining them how to get vaccinated. है कि नहीं? वैक्सीनेशन कसं करून घ्यायचं, वैक्सीनेशन कैसे करना है, इसके बारे में आपको लोगों को जानकारी देनी है सपोज. तो आप ये बताओगे क्या कि वो वायरस वुहान में मिला था, बाद में सभी वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज को ट्रांसफ़र हुआ, आजकल सभी जगह है, अगर उसका इन्फेक्शन हो जाता है तो बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं हमारे हेल्थ में, टेम्परेचर बढ़ जाता है, ये हो जाता है, वो हो जाता है, ये बातें बताओगे?
No.
Is it the expectation of that audience?
No, sir.
No, correct. That audience is not interested in this common information which is known to the whole world. That audience is interested in how to get vaccinated. तो आपको बताना होगा क्या करना है वैक्सीनेशन के लिए. बाकी तो सब चीज़ें उनको पता ही है ना, उसमें क्या नया है. Are you getting or not? अगर उन ऑडियंस को लगता है कि प्रेजेंटर ने बहुत ही अच्छी इंफॉर्मेशन दी, कुछ भी इरेलेवेंट ऐड नहीं किया था प्रेजेंटेशन में, तो आपका पॉजिटिव इम्प्रेशन हो जाता है उन ऑडियंस के ऊपर. Try to understand. And if you go on giving irrelevant information, common information, so we have to avoid such common information. So see here, I will repeat the sentence. The structuring of the presentation should be done by keeping in mind the previous understanding of the audience. Otherwise, there are chances of negative reflections or reflection. Negative reflection म्हणजे काय? मतलब इसमें क्या नया है? ये कौन सी नई जानकारी हमें दे रहा है ना? Try to understand. Those are negative reflections. The words and sentences we select should contribute for the development of central idea of our presentation. हमारे presentation के दरमियान जो भी शब्द, जो भी sentences हम pronounce करते हैं, उन वर्ड्स का फंक्शन, उन सेंटेंसेस का फंक्शन यही होना चाहिए कि दैट टॉपिक सेंटेंस इज हाईलाइटेड और each and every word must be related to that topic, to that subject, and that is the part of your consciousness while using words during the presentation. आपको सजग होना चाहिए कि कौन सा शब्द मेरे मुंह से बाहर निकल रहा है, राइट? उसका, उस शब्द का और उस टॉपिक का कुछ रिलेशन है क्या? अगर रिलेशन नहीं है तो वैसे शब्दों को आपको ओमिट करना चाहिए. टू ओमिट मीन्स टू रिमूव. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. नहीं बोलना चाहिए वो वर्ड्स. वैसे इरेलेवेंट शब्दों को वहाँ आपको उस प्रेजेंटेशन में नहीं लेना चाहिए. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. Okay, then come to the last line. To make our presentation more effective, we should follow following guidelines. तो कौन सी guidelines है, कौन से tips है? We can see here there are total 7 tips. Okay, we'll read the first one. It is the first tip or first guideline. Take another name. Roll number 41, Megha Mohite.
Yes, sir.
Please read the first guideline, which is highlighted on the screen.
The content of the presentation should be more realistic and less imaginary.
Realistic. Okay.
Okay, sir.
हां, ठीक आहे. काय समजले तुझून पहिल्या लाईन मधून? What have you understood? The content of the presentation should be more realistic and less imaginary. मतलब आपके प्रेजेंटेशन का जो भी मैटर है वो कैसा होना चाहिए? जो भी जानकारी है उसमें वो कैसी होनी चाहिए? इट मस्ट बी मोर रियलिस्टिक. करेक्ट. मतलब वास्तववादी, राइट? फैक्चुअल, यू नो, फैक्चुअल. हाँ, फैक्चुअल और रियलिस्टिक. मतलब जो भी रियलिटी है वो रियलिटी आपके मैटर के थ्रू रिफ्लेक्ट होनी चाहिए. और लेस इमेजिनरी. हमें क्या लगता है, हमारे इमोशंस क्या है उस सब्जेक्ट के बारे में, इसका कोई मूल्य नहीं होता. ध्यान में लो, दैट इज नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट. व्हाट द फैक्ट इज, दैट इज मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट. आर यू क्लियर? Or we can say what the problem is, that is more important. And further, what the solution is also equally important. Are you clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
Then come to second point. The words and expressions should be used carefully. So we can understand that is, I think, repeated matter. Then the third one, add short evidences. personal experiences, and examples to catch attention, short evidences. जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन हम देते हैं उनके जो प्रूफ्स है वो हमें देनी चाहिए ताकि उस जानकारी का कंफर्मेशन हो. On whose part? On that audience part. Try to understand. Then personal experiences. People are interested in listening stories. Try to understand. लोगों को क्या पसंद होता है? ऐसे जो पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंसेस है, शॉर्ट स्टोरीज है, उनको सुनने में लोगों को इंटरेस्ट होता है. इसलिए आपको वैसे स्मॉल एक्सपीरियंसेस भी ऐड करनी चाहिए जो भी रिलेवेंट है. रिलेवेंस की ओर आपको ध्यान देना है. Whenever you are giving some proof, whenever you are expressing some experiences, okay, and you have to add some examples also, okay. And why all these things are required? To catch the attention of the audience or to maintain the interest of that audience in your presentation, right? Then come to the fourth point. Be careful about the grammatical aspects like tenses, spellings, etc. See, these are very important aspects. Without grammar, without the sense of grammar, there cannot be perfect language, perfect communication. Yes or no? That's why we have to take care of grammatical aspects, right prepositions, right conjunctions, right syntax, that is right sentence structures, right placing of those words at right places, okay, replacement of words. So you have to focus on these all aspects, okay. Then the next one is add visuals like pictures and graphs at suitable places. We have just discussed regarding it because these are non-verbal aspects which have additional or extra or more impact on those audience. Yes or no? They get to learn in that single vision, single glance, what the message is. They are able to compare easily with the help of, for example, bar graph or pie chart, where there is distribution of that circle. Yes or no? Do you know the pie chart? Pie chart, P-I-E-C-H-A-R-T. Do you know it or not? What is pie chart? Does someone know? Pie chart कोणालाच माहित नाही.
It is used to classify something.
Correct. Very good. It is used to classify something, or it is used to show or display distribution of certain aspects with reference to total aspects. So what is the degree of a circle?
360 degree.
Correct, 360. So how that 360 number is distributed as per the percentage of each element that is displayed through a pie chart. And people usually understand easily without any effort what the pie chart means. Yes or no? You might have seen that distribution of different gases in the environment. What is the largest quantity? Which gas has the largest quantity in our environment? माहित नाही? हवेमध्ये.
Nitrogen.
Correct, nitrogen. It's around 78 or 79%, right? बरोबर आहे का?
Yes, sir.
हां. मग हे डिस्ट्रीब्युशन लगेच समजतं कोणाला? To that audience. That's why we have to add such things intentionally in that presentation for more effective, better, perfect understanding of the audience. delivering a presentation is not a time pass. It's not like hawa karne in Marathi. Okay, is it so? No, never. It's problem and solution oriented talk. What is the problem? What is the solution? Without that, people will not get interested. All other matters prove to be less important. Try to understand. Then the next thing, sixth point, use handouts if necessary. So do you know what handouts are? See, suppose you have prepared one PowerPoint presentation and during your presentation that electricity goes off. है कि नहीं? आपका प्रेजेंटेशन चल रहा है और इलेक्ट्रिसिटी गायब हो जाती है, तो आप क्या करोगे? इट्स माय क्वेश्चन टू यू, व्हाट विल यू डू? वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन. आपका प्रेजेंटेशन चल रहा है, पीपीटी चल रही है और बीच में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी गायब हो जाती है, आप क्या करोगे?
जनरेटर से.
ठीक है, उधर जनरेटर का भी प्रोविजन नहीं है. जनरेटर भी वहाँ
प्रेझेंटेशन घ्यायचं.
हाँ हाँ, आठकडे काय म्हणता आशिष?
नेक्स्ट डेला प्रेझेंटेशन घ्यायचं.
नेक्स्ट
डेला प्रेझेंटेशन घ्यायचं.
हाँ, तेवढा वेळ पण नाही आहे.
बाय हँड रिटन.
हँड रिटन ठीक आहे, पण तिथं बोर्ड वगैरे नसेल तर?
तोंडी.
हा, करेक्ट, तोंडीच घ्यायचं आहे. बघा, ऑडियन्सला हे जाणवलं पण नाही पाहिजे की इलेक्ट्रिसिटी गेल्यामुळं तुम्ही डिस्टर्ब झालेले आहात. दे शुड नॉट फील लाईक दॅट. दे शुड नॉट फील द इम्पॅक्ट ऑफ दॅट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी in your presentation, in your talk. That kind of care you have to take. You need not get disturbed because of the loss of electricity, and you have to continue with your presentation without any disturbance in the same flow which was earlier when electricity was there. कळते? मग हे कसं करायचं? For that there is one simple trick. You have to take prints of your PPTs, right? मग त्या prints कशा घ्यायच्या? तर you have to select that handout mode in the printing of that PPT handouts, or you might have seen that slide sorter view. बघितलंय? आपने देखा है कभी? जब आप किसी PPT की प्रिंट निकालते हैं उस समय there is handouts mode or slide sorter mode, in which on a single page some 6 or 4 PPTs are available. That way you will be able to save the pages also, and at the same time you will be able to continue with your presentation without any interruption, without any obstacle. But it doesn't mean that you should go on reading the slides in your hands. It is not expected. With single glance, you will see the point only. And beyond that, your attention must be towards the audience. You should look in the audience randomly, in the eyes of that audience randomly. नाहीतर मग ऑडियन्स म्हणत असतोय, काय करतोय? वाचून दाखवतोय. नो इम्पॅक्ट, नो इम्प्रेशन, no influence, no involvement of you as a presenter. लक्षात घ्या, ह्या खूप साध्या आतल्या गोष्टी आहेत. ऑडियन्सला पण एक सायकोलॉजी असते. दॅट ऑडियन्स ऑल्सो हॅज वन सायकोलॉजी विच यू हॅव टू अंडरस्टँड, अँड यू शुड नॉट डिस्टर्ब दॅट सायकोलॉजी. And for that your preparation matters a lot. If you have prepared thoroughly, Then with single word, you will create the whole world. I'll repeat my sentence. If you have prepared well with single word, with single word, right? WORD, you will prepare or you will create the whole world. WORLD. Getting or not? Samajhte? That kind of preparation is required. And their handouts will help you in case of emergencies like loss of electricity. And that is again the part of your consciousness. म्हणजे पूर्वतयारी करणं गरजेचं आहे. Okay, then the last point, what is it? Be precise to maintain the interest of the audience. Precise means you have to be compact, you have to be short but sweet, you have to be अजून कोणते शब्द आहेत? Compact, precise, short but sweet. Then
Exact.
huh?
Exact.
Okay, ठीक आहे. तर that care you have to take. And why is it necessary? For maintaining the interest of the audience. बाष्कळबाजी टाळा, नको त्या गोष्टी वापरू नका, गरजेचं आहे ते बोला. You will be appreciated by the audience. Okay. After that, the fifth stage in the process of presentation, which you see here, is okay. Just excuse me. I'll arrange it properly. See, preparing the introduction as well as conclusion of the presentation. Many times we don't know how to start, when to start, and how to end our talk, how to conclude our talk. There, that introduction part and that conclusion part will help you. So what will be there in the introduction? Introduction will be taking your audience towards your topic. Introduction will create some background for the better understanding of the audience, for the better understanding of the topic by the audience. Are you clear? Yes or no? If you see the PowerPoint presentation, the second slide is always about the introduction to your topic, what it is. Yes or no? Or what the problem is. That is also the key point in your introduction. I can see the knowledge in the world is never complete. There are always some gaps. There are always some lacunas. There is always some scope for improvement. Yes or no? And through your presentation, you are supposed to add something in the existing knowledge. है कि नहीं? किसी विषय के बारे में जो भी ज्ञान इस विश्व में एग्जिस्टिंग है, उसमें आपको आपके प्रेजेंटेशन के द्वारा कुछ तो एडिशन करनी है, कुछ तो ज़्यादा बताना है आपको. Try to understand. And that is the best part of your presentation. And where does it occur? It occurs in the introduction itself. If your introduction is effective, more pointed, then there are possibilities of your effective presentation. Again, if your conclusion is equally effective, then also there are positive reflections among the audience at the end of your presentation. And in the conclusion, you have to summarize whatever you have discussed during that presentation. And those key points will remain in the memory of that audience for a long time. That's why revision is necessary, and that revision needs to be done in that part of conclusion. Are you clear? Is it understandable? Is it logical? Is it making sense? Is it making sense or not? की मग नुसतंच बोलत बोलत संपून टाकायचं? शेवटी समारोप गरजेचा नाही आहे का? Summary, review points, are they necessary or not? Someone please tell me. Gayatri Sudke. Gayatri. Roll number 48. Think my voice is not reaching to her. Then roll number 54, Chinmay. Chinmay, can you hear me? Then roll number 52, Ganesh Shirsagar. Then 49, Asma Tamboli. Then 47, Aisha. Am I audible to you? Am I understandable to you? Do you agree with me? Okay, I am not getting your response. I think the time is not permitting us to proceed further. Do we have enough time? Okay, it's already 2:30. Okay, so we'll go for the attendance and whatever the remaining things are, we will discuss during our next lecture. I hope that you should try to speak more. Okay, you should have your own opinions, your own understanding points. If you don't agree with me on certain point, you must ask me why so, how. That should be your questions, and I'm here to satisfy your questions. But don't go blindly in all these matters. Blindness will kill us sometimes. Okay, so roll number 1.
Yes, sir.
2.
Present, sir.
3. Roll number 3 is absent. 4.
Present, sir.
5.
Present, sir.
6.
Present.
7. Roll number 7 is absent. Roll number 8.
Present, sir.
9.
Yes, sir.
10. 10 is absent. 11 is absent. 12 is absent.
Present, sir.
Okay, 12 is present. 13.
Present, sir.
14.
Yes, sir.
15 is absent. 16 is absent. 17 absent. 18.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
17 is present. 18 is also present. Roll number 19 is absent. Roll number 20 absent. 21 absent. 22.
Present, sir.
23.
Yes, sir.
24.
Yes, sir.
25. 25 is absent. 26.
Yes, sir.
27.
Yes, sir.
28.
Present, sir.
29.
Sorry, 28
Present.
present.
28 is present. 29. 29 is absent. Okay. 30.
Yes, sir.
31 is absent. 32.
Yes, sir.
33.
Yes, sir.
34.
Present, sir.
35. 35.
Yes, sir.
36.
Present, sir.
37. 38. 38 is absent. 39.
Present, sir.
38.
Present, sir.
Okay. 39.
Present, sir.
40.
Yes, sir.
41.
Present, sir.
42.
Present, sir.
43. 43 is absent. 44.
Present, sir.
45.
Present, sir.
46,
Present.
7,
Yes, sir.
48,
Present.
49, 49 is absent. Okay, 50 is absent. 51,
Yes, sir.
52,
Yes, sir.
53, 53.
50, sir.
52 is present. 53,
50, sir. 50.
50 is present. ठीक है. Okay. 53, 53 is absent. 54,
Present, sir.
55, 55 is absent. 56,
Yes, sir.
57,
Yes, sir.
58,
Present.
59, 59 is absent. 60,
Yes, sir.
61, 61 is absent. 62, absent. 63, absent. 64,
Present, sir. 63.
हाँ ठीक है. 64,
Present, sir.
65, 65 is absent. 66,
Yes, sir.
65 आहेत राईट. रोल नंबर 65.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. 66,
Yes.
I am repeating the roll number 66, absent. 67, absent.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. 67 is present. 68,
Yes, sir.
69, 69 is absent. 69 is absent. Okay. Then 70,
Yes, sir.
71,
Present, sir.
72, 72 is absent. 73,
Present, sir.
and 74.
Present, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. I'll repeat the absent numbers. Roll number 3, roll number 7, 10, 11, 15,
Three is
16.
Hello,
present.
sir. 7.
7 is present. ठीक है. अजून
3 is present.
3 is present. ठीक है.
3.
Okay. I'll repeat once again. Roll number 10, 11, 15, 16, 19, 20, then 21, 25, 29, 31, 43, 49, then 53, 55, 59, 61, 62, then 66,
49.
49 is present. ठीक है. Then 61, 62, then 66, 69, and 72. Is there anyone? Okay, so let's stop here. We'll hold the remaining discussion in our next lecture. Thank you.